Hey guys, welcome to this brief walkthrough where I want to take you through the Agile Manifesto. You may be wondering what is Agile about, and as you dig deeper into Agile practice, you will realize that it is about change, being able to adapt in a minimum possible time and be able to deliver a working product. So let's get started. Number one, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. In corporate environments, especially in large organizations, there is a significant investment in tools over time based on varying needs. Also, there may be business processes that develop around these tools. However, a development team may not necessarily be required to use those processes and tools. I mean, think about it. Is it really necessary to use something just because it's part of an organization and has to deliberately fit in development process? Not necessarily. Individual and knowledge sharing by virtue of their interaction goes a long way. An architecture diagram or a design artifact using any expensive tool is of little or no value if it is not understood by the members on the team. Agile Manifesto suggests that tools and processes to be utilized to the extent in order to increase productivity and continuous delivery of working software. Number two, working software over comprehensive documentation. Agile Manifesto does not suggest eliminating documentation altogether. But again, as in case of tools and processes, an optimized use of documentation is of greater and better value. Documentation is required to the extent that it enables better understanding of requirements, but not to a level that maintenance of documents becomes an overhead. A more functional and robust Agile team has to focus more on quickly understanding the ever-changing requirements, and that too in least possible time. Or documentation for a problem or a requirement more than it actually deserves can be counterproductive and it can actually lead to confusion. The end goal is to develop and deliver solution, not documents. Next, customer collaborations over contract negotiation. As modern day software behavior is rapidly changing, owing to innovations and fast emerging trends, continuous participation from customers into product development and requirements elaboration has never been of so much more value. An agile team welcomes change, strong relationship, and higher engagement level among customers and development team ensures that product results are evolving as market demands. Next, responding to change over following a plan. In a product development process, not all the facts are necessarily known right at the beginning. For example, developing a feature that was initially thought to be important may turn out to be of less value later in the development. Delaying or eliminating such a feature and being able to include alternates provide better value to the product and its users. Responding to change, in fact, does not demand to abolish the planning process altogether. What is important to have is to be able to predict and make proactive revisions to already established plans. Remember, failing to plan is planning to fail. But if the plans are lightweight, it is easier to make these revisions with less overhead. However, it requires an iterative planning strategy, and we will try to cover that in a future video. Remember, discovering facts late in the process is inevitable, and being able to revise planning to drive change is the recipe to success. As I mentioned in the beginning, guys, it's all about accepting change and adapting to it. All agile practices and principles tie into discovering the facts, develop a common understanding, responding to change, collaborative working, and finally, deliver all that without much overhead. Thank you for watching.